There are secrets in the Star Wars galaxy that no one has ever solved. Even for us at the modern sci-fi channel, there are strange things that don't have answers even after so many years. A Jedi Knight who disappeared without a trace. A powerful Sith with a plan no one fully understands. A whole army that was created, then just vanished. Fans have searched for clues, but the truth is still missing. Some of these mysteries were forgotten, while others were never explained at all. But no matter what, they still leave big questions that Star Wars has never answered, and they might never be. Have you ever watched Return of the Jedi and noticed that old bearded soldier fighting with the rebels on Endor? Many fans have always wondered if that was Captain Rex from Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Rebels. After all, in the animated show, they made it pretty clear that Rex fought in the Battle of Endor. He even has the same white beard and outfit as that background character, who fans nicknamed Nick Sant on Facebook. It really does feel like it's him, right? Even Dave Filoni, the guy behind Rebels, thought it would be cool to connect the dots. But here's the twist. Filoni decided not to officially confirm it. He left it up to us, the fans. So is that Rex fighting next to Han, Leia, and Chewie? Maybe, maybe not. It's one of those Star Wars mysteries that no one has officially answered yet, and honestly, that kind of makes it more fun. Now, speaking of mysteries, let's talk about something pretty funny that George Lucas once suggested. If you've played the Force Unleashed games, you know the main character Starkiller. Interesting name, right? But did you know George Lucas once thought about giving him a Darth name? And not just any Darth name. He wanted to call him Darth Icky, or Darth Insanus. Yep, you heard that right, Darth Icky. It sounds more like a name you'd give a cartoon villain. The developers of the game were stunned. They didn't even know if George was joking. But guess what? He wasn't. There was this long, awkward silence in the room after he said it. Thankfully, the team convinced him to drop those names. Starkiller stayed as Starkiller, and Darth Icky was left behind in a galaxy far, far away, right where it belongs. That brings us to another character George Lucas couldn't stop thinking about, Darth Talon. If you don't know who she is, she's this red-skinned, tattooed Twi'lek Sith Lord from the comics. Fans loved her, and it turns out George did too. He was so obsessed with her that he wanted to bring her into a video game called Battle of the Sith Lords. The funny thing is, George even wanted her to team up with Darth Maul. Now that sounds awesome, but there's just one tiny problem. Darth Talon came way after Maul's time. Their timelines didn't match at all. But George didn't care. He suggested making Maul a clone or having him come back just so they could work together. He even wanted Talon to show up in his version of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Unfortunately, none of that ever happened. Still, you've got to wonder, what was it about Talon that George liked so much? Was it her look? Her power? We'll probably never know, because George has kept that secret to himself. All right, now let's talk about one of the oldest Star Wars questions out there. What do Jawas actually look like under those hoods? You know, those little scavengers from Tatooine with the glowing yellow eyes. They've been around since the very first movie, but not once have we ever seen what's hiding under those robes. Some people think they look like big rats. Others say they're just weird little humans, and in the Book of Boba Fett, there's even a joke where someone says they're really furry, but that's all we've got, just rumors and guesses. After almost 50 years, Star Wars has never shown us their real faces, and honestly, maybe that's a good thing. Some mysteries are just more fun when we don't know the answer, right? Now, here's a question that really gets Star Wars fans going. Who is the most powerful Force user in the galaxy? You ask 5 fans and you'll probably get 5 different answers. Some say it's Anakin Skywalker because he was the chosen one, with more potential than anyone. Others pick Luke because he was the one who defeated his father and saved the galaxy. Some folks argue for Yoda, Mace Windu, Rey, or even Darth Sidious, and you know what? They all have good points. Every one of these characters had crazy moments where they showed off their power, but the truth is, Star Wars has never officially told us who's the strongest. It's one of those things we all just keep arguing about. Maybe that's the beauty of it. It keeps the debate alive and the story interesting. Speaking of debates, let's talk about this whole balance to the Force thing. What does that even mean? For years, people have argued about it. Some think it means there should be an equal number of Jedi and Sith, light and dark, 50-50. But actually, George Lucas explained it pretty clearly once. In his view, the dark side is what throws the Force out of balance. The Sith, with their greed and anger, mess everything up. So balance doesn't mean having bad guys and good guys, it means wiping out the Sith and letting the good, selfless people keep the peace. Still, not everyone agrees. Some fans like to believe their own version of balance. And honestly, that's okay. The Force has always been about how you see it. Now, one of the most talked about moments in Revenge of the Sith is when Mace Windu fights Palpatine. For a moment, it looks like Mace actually wins. He's got Palpatine cornered, lightsaber to his throat, but then Anakin steps in and, well, we all know how that ends. But here's the thing. Did Palpatine lose on purpose? Was he faking to trick Anakin into joining him? Some fans believe that's exactly what happened. After all, Palpatine was a master manipulator, but if you listen to George Lucas on the DVD commentary, he says no, Mace really beat him fair and square. Palpatine only started acting weak to play with Anakin's feelings. Funny thing is, the actor who played Palpatine, Ian McDiarmid, has a different take. He thinks maybe Palpatine threw the fight. So who's right? Nobody really knows. And that's why fans are still arguing about this scene all these years later. Now let me ask you something. Have you noticed how ever since Disney took over Star Wars, there's been a lot of blue lightsabers? Like a lot. Think about it. Rey, blue lightsaber. Finn, blue. Leia's lightsaber when we finally saw it? Yep, blue again. Even Luke barely used his green lightsaber in the sequels. And remember Ahsoka? She had green lightsabers in the Clone Wars, but later Disney made them blue. It's like Disney just loves that color. Even characters from games and shows who originally had green or other colors suddenly end up with blue. Sure, the Acolyte gave us some variety, but still, blue keeps showing up. Why is that? Maybe Disney thinks blue just feels heroic. Or maybe they're scared to try other colors because blue is safe? Who knows? But hey, we love seeing all the colors, so maybe they'll mix it up more in the future. And there you have it. 9 big Star Wars questions that don't really have official answers. Some of them, like the Jawas' faces or the truth behind Mace Windu's fight, might never be fully explained. Others, like the obsession with blue lightsabers, just make us wonder what's going on behind the scenes. But that's the fun of being a Star Wars fan, right? We get to argue, imagine, and fill in the blanks however we want. And honestly, that's what keeps the galaxy far, far away so alive, even after all these years. The Star Wars galaxy is full of mysteries, and some may never be solved. But that's what makes it so exciting. There's always more to discover, more secrets hidden in the stars. Maybe one day, new stories will finally give us the answers we've been searching for. Until then, the questions remain. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the Star Wars universe, and let me know, what mystery do you think deserves an answer the most?